Welcome to Aging Fearlessly. Natural medicines and therapies are becoming so much more popular these days. As we look for optimal health, many of the over 50s turn to alternatives along with traditional medicine to make sure they're living vitally active lives and being healthy. I'm having a conversation today with Merilee Parker, who is a naturopath, herbalist, and really specialises in over 50s women's health. Hello, Merilee.
Hello, Karen.
How are you today?
Extremely well, thank you.
Good. I am learning so much from you about your passion for nutrition, herbs, and naturopathy, and how it can improve the over 50s health. So what are the major issues that over 50s women in particular face?
Women in particular, well, again, as we age over 50s, we're looking at menopausal women, postmenopausal women, and there's a lot of issues that start to occur. Obviously, there's diabetes is a little bit rampant these days.
Yes.
Heart disease is obviously a major concern.
Yes.
Osteoporosis, because the hormones are changing.
They're three big ones, aren't they?
They're three big ones, and then cancer. There's quite it's quite scary these days. The cancer rates are unfortunately quite high. So they're the biggies, I think.
You've had a fair bit of experience recently with cancer, not for yourself personally, but for close friends and family.
Yeah, I have. Actually, this morning I just did a walk with some of my friends. One of my friends actually just lost her second husband to brain cancer, and the other lost her husband a few years ago. So it was with Charlie Teo, who's an eminent brain surgeon.
Yeah.
So it's a walk for cancer.
I actually know some people who did a walk Kilimanjaro with Charlie Teo recently, fundraising. And
amazing man.
Yeah, he is an amazing man and passionate about his cause. And so tell me more from a nutritionist or a naturopathy and herbal and healthy lifestyle, how can people improve their issues when they're going through cancer treatments?
Okay, it really depends on what the prognosis is, how early they've caught the cancer, and what they've decided to do, what sort of therapies, if they're doing chemotherapy, radiotherapy, or just surgery. Or, some people, my sister, for example, was just told that there's nothing that they could do. So it's a matter of really boosting the immune system. The immune system is vital. And things like chemotherapy depress the immune system for, which sensible reasons in that they're trying to kill the cancer as well.
Yeah.
But you've really got to ensure that your body is just functioning at the optimum, possible level to deal with all of the treatments and things.
Yeah.
So it's a matter of not having any sugar. There's so much research now into sugar and the causes of... No Pavlova, I don't know. There was a little bit of a tinkering out there, wasn't there, with the group?
Oh, Tracy makes awesome pads.
Oh, that's a problem. Yeah. And I mean, look, occasionally, but if you have cancer, no, actually, no sugars, no processed foods. They're kind of the main sort of things. Going organic if you can, and just eating the rainbow. It's like every vegetable under the sun, and you can just make the yummiest food. But it's just, it's a matter of knowing how and why, and not thinking that it's too hard, because it's really not. Because I live that way, and I haven't thankfully been a victim. So. Well,
one of my favourite vegetables is the beetroot, and it's so cheap at times. And I make an amazing beetroot, apple, and salad with a bit of mint. And my God, I just love it. Which brings me to this jar. An amazing thing in this jar. Tell me about what's in this jar.
Well, that's my special recipe. It's my healing pesto. So I actually I give the recipe to all my clients, and I make it constantly. What's in there is just every nutritional possibility under the sun. When women are going through menopause, estrogen levels decrease. your little estrogen receptors are going completely balmy, wondering where the estrogen is. So phytoestrogens, they can actually bind to the estrogen receptors and just quell that need. And in that little jar you got there are a lot of herbs. There's parsley, coriander, basil. I put different things in. Red clover is another thing that is sensational in terms of a phytoestrogen. So there's all of those things. Then you've got the fabulous omega-3s. There's hemp seeds in there, not the thought that is going to cause strange brain. No,
drug-induced.
No. But hemp seeds are really, really high in omega-3s, and flaxseed oil. So there's a lot of flaxseed oil in there, and then you have the healing. Currently, it's deemed a bit of a superfood, but turmeric. And turmeric has to be activated with pepper, interestingly, which is in there, and oil. So there's the omega-3 flaxseed and olive oil. And what else is in there? Freshly squeezed orange and lemon juice and garlic.
And here's me thinking pesto's a bit of, green stuff and a bit of garlic and oil, but not when you make it. I'm going to taste this.
Taste that. And I can tell you about the rest of the bits and pieces. So activated nuts. And natto miso. So it's got all sorts of good things in there.
How good tastes divine.
It tastes divine.
And it smells divine.
So that's a staple for anyone, whether you're aging or not. So you can actually, food can be really yummy.
I love it. I'm taking this jar home. You're not getting it back.
You can do that. It's yours.
As I eat, something comes to mind. Don't diet.
Don't diet. That's one of my catch cries. If you diet, the whole concept of diet, of dieting, is actually quite a recent thing. Traditionally, we didn't even have to think about that. But now with, obesity and diabetes and, there's a lot of people that are overweight and everyone's worried about their weight. If you eat a really healthy meals and breakfast, lunch, dinner, you don't snack too much, well, certainly not on junk food, but you have nuts and fruit and things in between, there's no need to diet. So, I think what happens is food has changed these days. So much is processed, and whereas we all used to have we didn't all used to have market gardens, but a lot of market gardens existed. So people would eat out of their backyard, and they'd walk the pavements. They'd now it's just there's a lot of people that just use their computers at home and just don't get out enough. So we've changed. Our whole lives have changed. So don't diet. Eat healthy food. Eat 3 meals a day. And you can really live a very, very healthy life.
So I'm going to add one to this. Do you know the word can't? If you take the word can't off, the T off the end of can't, what do you have?
Can.
Okay, let's do it again. The word diet, if you take the T off.
Don't die.
Yeah, but die. Diet is like die with a T. It's just such a bad word, because a lot of people look at a diet and it's just dread and horror. And how long do they stick for it?
And that's the thing, they generally go off it after a period of time.
Yeah.
So, and look, I think also what's very important is to prepare your home so that you can you've got the right equipment, and you know where the great markets are. Just visiting, whether they're organic or just garden markets, and buying your food from there, and just having a regular routine to make things like pesto. You can make I actually freeze pesto. So I make probably about 5 of those. They don't last very long in my house.
Wouldn't last long in mine either.
No, and rhubarb and things like that. You can make them in soups. You can make them, on a weekend or one particular afternoon, and then you've got it for the rest of the week. So it's preparation.
Healing Homes. You mentioned you started a little piece just a minute ago about homes. Healing Homes is a business that you're going to start shortly next year, introduce.
Yes, that's
Healing
right.
Homes, what is it?
Well, it came about because I found treating clients at my practice, there was always sometimes there was something missing. That I couldn't figure out, what was going on, or why they just weren't getting, the results that I expected they would. And so I started actually going to their homes, and some people were actually quite sick, so I went into their homes, and I found that it's just the best and most necessary way of practicing for me. I've discovered, because I found, for example, a couple of clients, the whole family was, various different things were happening in terms of illnesses, and there was a great deal of mould in their house. And mould is, it sets the immune system up for an inflammatory reaction, and whack, you're in trouble.
I've heard a lot about mould lately, and it's a common topic on radio, and dealing with mould and how you actually get rid of it.
It's so essential. So it's come about from that sort of work. So what I do is I go into people's homes. I check for mould, I check for electromagnetic frequencies, because that's another one. The microwave, for example, I have a machine that tests the microwave for electromagnetic frequencies, and 1.5 is safe, and the machine will go over 100. It's quite spooky. So, not using the microwave too often, and don't cook with plastics in the microwave.
Yeah, and these are all really helpful things. I know my brother-in-law often talks about when he puts things in the microwave, walk well away from the microwave.
Absolutely.
Don't be anywhere near it.
No, that's
and
right.
so I think these are things that some people don't even consider unless they're told about it or made aware of it.
Yeah, that's right. And it's setting up. So what I actually do is I go through people's homes, and I take out all the chemicals and the pesticides in their laundries, in their kitchen, all the cleaning equipment. I suggest there's quite a few brands.
White vinegar.
White vinegar's wonderful.
I know, I use white vinegar for so many things.
Yeah.
Merilee, we have to wind up.
Yeah.
I'd love to talk to you outside here one day and have an outdoor video. I would like you to put me through a bit of a training regime, and maybe you can come and clean my house out, and we show people exactly what you do.
You'd be more than welcome.
You are an amazing woman, and I love what you do. I have a question.
Yes.
Would you at all share this recipe on this
Absolutely.
video? So if I give it to our editor, we will put that up, because honestly, I can't say enough how fantastic it is.
It's very healthy.
I'm so lucky to have you here today. So thank you again for sharing all your pearls of wisdom with us, because it is so necessary.
Such a pleasure. Thank you for asking me.
You're welcome. That's Merilee Parker, and she just knows so much about nutrition, about naturopathy and herbs, and I am absolutely blessed here at Aging Fearlessly to speak to her. Bye.